So this is where his father was sent flying. We saw that screen. He couldn't hear what they said, and he wanted Ike's dad to pick up the sword. And I think this is about where we ended when it crashed. But father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe again and charged. It was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there, frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from father's back and shining in the moonlight. Oh, Greil. When the knight pulled his sword out, father sagged and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him, and we both fell to the ground. The wound father had taken was terrible, but at that point he was still alive. The Black Knight approached and said, "Give it to me." I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. He had been sent by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd thrown the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get father to talk by threatening to kill me, and missed. I was so angry, I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again. Of all the stubbornness, if King Gallia hadn't been nearby, I probably would have died that night, too. I'm about... Yeah, well, I don't play, with the exception of Among Us and Jackbox games, which I equate to board games. I don't really play multiplayer games at this point. Everything I've played has been a single player game because it's just, I don't know, I just like playing my own game, other than those exceptions. I haven't found one. There's a Skyrim version, Elder Scrolls Skyrim version that you can have multiplayer that I've thought about trying to play because I love the first, well, okay, it's not the first game, it's the fifth game, but I love those games in that series. I played them on the Xbox and then on my computer. Um, yeah, so I don't really do the multiplayer thing too much, and I hate the random lobbies for Among Us. I'm hoping to stream some Among Us, but I play with Maggie when she does it, and I play with another friend when she does. So it's kind of hard between everything else to squeeze in a day. So I'm going to continue with the dialogue here. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think was that I didn't want Father to die. He, he was still alive. I thought if I could just get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking toward the light of the fort. I just kept walking. Thank you, Ike. It must have been so hard for you. Titania, Commander Greil died on your back. His last moments must have been much happier than I had imagined. Thank you. Now I can finally move past my grief. Titania. Yes? I, there's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again. What? We fought. You did well to keep your life. I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. Yeah, we used to have a PlayStation. I don't remember which one it was. We had a Dragon Quest game that I loved to play, but we don't have either of those anymore. It was a really fun game, though. Um, so I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him. There's nothing you can do about that. Not even Commander Greil could defeat him. You're not ready to. It's not that. It's not that my blade work wasn't good enough. Then what do you mean? Titania, it's his armor. It's impervious to damage. What? That's not possible. Even the strongest. He said his armor had been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were blessed could hurt him. What are we where are we supposed to get something like that? I have one here. Ah, Ike, the sword. Where? The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself. I'd hoped to I'd hoped to find some clues that might help me hunt down the knight. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me, and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that if I just carried the sword with me, I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked. So this sword will work against him? It's supposed to. It was made to contest Elendite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight. Do you think you have a chance? I'll win. All right, I won't stop you. Use that sword to avenge Commander Greil. But listen, Ike, you must promise me one thing. What is it? When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If at that moment you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are times when running away is not the same as losing. Don't you believe in me, Titania? Of course I do. One day you will defeat the Black Knight. I'm sure of it. Hi, Gunrix. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to say hi. If you like Fire Emblem and you like my stream, please follow me on Twitch. That would be wonderful. I also have a link to my Discord if you're interested. I'm still building it, but it's there. Um, but this is one of my favorite games. So I'm going to finish this dialogue because I have to go work another person's YouTube stream here in a little bit. So I am. Oh, thank you. Oh, I just got the notification. I really, really appreciate that. Um, yes, I have to go work a stream for a friend. So I'm going to wrap this part up so I can do that here in the next 15 minutes or so. Hopefully I can get through base camp and then I'll be back later. It's a lot of fun. And then, we're getting into the thick of things coming on. Of course, I believe in you, basically, is what she's saying. One day you will defeat the Black Knight. I'm sure of it. That's why I don't want you to lose your life on the first go round. When the time comes, I promise not to interfere, and I won't let anyone else interfere either. I want you to face him one-on-one, and I want you to be calm and use your own best judgment. At times, withdrawing can be the key that unlocks a future victory. Don't forget that. Understood.